Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here and give you a little tasty morsel of evidence. Okay, let's just get into it. No long introductions. Let's get down to brass tacks here. The things that I was picking up for the past couple of days, and I really sit on these things to really wait until more information comes in. You know, because let me tell you something. You know, a lot of people can, and I'm going to explain how this is a thing. A lot of people can have a random thought come into their head and consider it a channeling. Real channelings take a couple of days to really formulate, okay? Because thoughts are alive and we're picking up. If you're empathic, you're picking up on everybody's thoughts, not just your own. Okay, so if it's a real channel, a real download, it doesn't have to be seen like that. Okay, wait till more comes in. Okay, now that being said, I have noticed a couple of things. And what I have channeled as far as information, again, I have to wait a couple of days before I put anything out because I want to make sure of, because as I said, thoughts are alive and you pick up everything from everybody, right? When you're a spiritual person, you are keenly aware of heaven and hell, okay? So you have to make absolutely sure that what you're getting is not a projection, right, from somebody else. Okay, that being said, I had said back in 2017, and, I'm going to be linking some of my old Anchor podcasts here, and I'm going to make another video as to an update. I'll ask God which one to go through that we can discuss and update you on what's going on, okay? What I feel is going on with karmic readers, okay, and this is in no way, shape, or form meant to, quote unquote, disturb somebody's bag. Look, man, I got my own bag. I'm not worried about yours, okay? But I do have to make people keenly aware of things, okay? And a lot of people have been helped by that information. I feel right now that what is happening with these karmic readers, and I'm not naming names. If you're triggered by this, if you feel some type of way about this, then this is for you. I'm not mentioning any names specifically. I don't need to. But what I am saying is this. What I picked up is that these karmic readers, when they do their readings now, this is not meant to help the collective in any way. No, it's not. What it's meant to do is to unload. I said it. Yes, I did. It's meant to unload their guilt. So they're going to be using the archetype of twin, the archetype of DM, the archetype of DF, the archetype of karmic. They're going to use the karmic characters, the twin characters, the DM characters, the DF characters, everybody that's a player in this. They're going to use them as, how do I put this? They're going to use them like if you were on a game board, right? And you have your token. Like in Monopoly, you have your token. You have your token, right? And they'll use those tokens as something to project through. And what they're projecting is the release and unloading of their guilt. Pay attention. I've told you guys this for the past couple of months to read between the lines, okay? It's a lot deeper than what they're saying, okay? Pay attention. Keep your eyes and ears open. You remember, I put that shit on a shirt. Keep your eyes and ears open, okay? And I used to say keep your mouth closed, and I'm saying that right now. I'm saying that right now. Not everything bears a response. Observe. Observe, 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 because they're looking for feedback. Okay? I will remind you guys, whatever the status is of your unions, do not, especially now, do not talk about what the status is of your union. Whether it's good, bad, indifferent, ugly, good, pretty, okay? Whatever it is, let people make their assumptions, okay? You do not have to defend, confirm, or deny, okay? That's not your responsibility. Let them think what they want to think. Whatever it is, that's what it is. Boom. Okay? Don't confirm or deny. And I've said this before. People got upset about it, and I had to check a bitch or two. Okay? So I'm reestablishing that. Do not say what is going on in your unions on the comments, okay? Or in other video comments in other channels, okay? Because they're going to be perusing. They'll put in that word, karmic reading, twin flame reading, DF reading, DM reading, and look at the comments to see who they can fuck with, okay? Not just my channel, other channels too. Do not do it, okay? Now, some people will probably be a little angry that I'm saying that, but I'm trying to protect them too, okay? If you're a good reader, you know, you're a real twin flame doing these types of services, I'm protecting you too, okay? This is all for the collective, okay? So I'm doing you a service. I'm doing you a solid, okay? But remember, these karmic readers are en masse now. And I'm going to go back to the original entry that I had made that highlights this, okay? Now, back then I used to do card readings, so you will see me flipping cards or hear me flipping cards, okay? So I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's a part of me that misses it. There's a part of me that misses it. And, you know, I'm going to say one thing. If I ever decided to pick up the cards again, it'd be over for you bitches. I'm telling you right now. It would be over for you bitches. You know, but that's another video. Okay. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that now these karmic readers, and they know who they are. They're not going to openly come out of their face and say, I'm a karmic reader, right? But they know inside. They're not going to show their reaction. Not everything is shown, okay? But you can perceive energy, okay? If you are what you say you are, you can perceive this energy that I'm talking about, okay? And what they're doing now is that they're using the cards. They're using their channels, okay? Nobody has that many channels. Nobody has that many channels in any given day, because any true channeler will tell you channeling wipes you the fuck out. It wipes you out. There are times that I do a channeling and you won't hear from me for 3 fucking days, 4 fucking days, because that shit wipes you the fuck out. Okay, because my friends, when I talk to them, they can tell you from experience, when I get a download, it goes through my whole fucking body. It goes through I feel it with my whole body, okay? And I'm a Taurus. So I feel everything with the 5 senses, okay? I perceive of everything very strongly with my 5 senses. That's my superpower as a Taurus, okay? I have many things in my chart, and they all have a different thing to contribute to the services I provide, okay? So keep this in mind. They are not doing readings for you. I want you to remember that. They are not doing readings for you to help you. They're doing this to purge their guilt. They are using the DF template, the DM template, the karmic template, this template, that template, the other template, to filter through, to speak to you through. They are, if you had to put a song to this, I would put in Usher's Confessions. These are my confessions. Okay? And I say that at 11:11. 11:11 on the clock. Okay? So keep in mind that you have to look at this within the third person way of speaking. Okay? When they do a reading, quote unquote, do a reading, do a channeling, do this, do that, the other thing, okay? What they are doing when they, A, do a reading on YouTube or any other platform, Patreon, whatever, okay? They are dumping on you. They're dumping their shit on you. When they accept readings from you, you're literally paying them out of pocket during a pandemic where people has limited funds to do everything, for them to have somebody to project their shit onto. And I'm feeling right now as I'm saying this that a lot of you have already suspected this, and it's going to make a lot of you mad, not because I'm saying it, but because it's true. Okay? What they're doing now, and again, I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not. Do I need to? At this point, you know me. Do I need to mention any names when you know, boom, who it is? Okay? They're using the card readings. Every time they flip a deck of cards, they are finding a way to project their shit onto anybody else. And the more subscribers they have, the more views they have, the more, and I talked about this with the Voldemort reading that I had done, I would say 9 months ago. Okay? I did it 9 months ago. That's back when I was doing cards. They will take what's happening in their own lives and what they're doing. They're openly admitting to you what they're doing with these quote unquote karmic readings. What's the karmic up to? What you should be rephrasing it as in your head when you see the title is, what are you doing to us? Think about it, guys. Has your life really been improved since you started looking at these readings? Think about it. I'm that channel of uncomfortable truths. I'm not going to feed you beautiful lies. I'm not about that life. I hit hard and I hit fast. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to be pissed at me for a couple of days, and you'll steam and stew. But eventually you'll realize that I'm right. Not all of you will admit it. Some of you will make the hating comments, and some of you will, kind of project, or deflect. But eventually you'll see that I'm right. Okay? And that's the thing. I don't need it to be seen in the comments to know I'm telling you some straight up fucking truth. Okay? I don't need confirmation that what I'm giving to you is the truth in the comments here and in praise. I'm not a golden calf, loves. I'm not a golden calf. I'm a humble soul here trying to do my job for the Lord, okay? I'm just trying to do my job here. I'm trying to make him happy. I ain't trying to kiss the ass of the fucking karmics to make them happy. No. When have I ever done that? So when you look at these readings here, take it with a grain of salt now. Take it with a grain of salt. It's going to make a lot of people hella fucking pissed. Oh, well. This is not something that is news to me. I'm one of the most hated people here on YouTube, but yet the most watched to see what's the formula. You see, another thing that I picked up is there will not be so many karmic readers on here, so many imposters, if they weren't trying to sponge off of a real divine feminine and try to pass themselves off. They won't give me credit, but they'll copy my shit. Facts. They won't give me credit, but they will try to do what I do. And there's some other things coming in, but I'm going to wait for that indication that it's okay to talk about it, okay, in upcoming videos. So stay tuned. It's to be continued, okay? But keep this in mind. These are not readings meant to help you, okay? These karmic tarot readings, okay? They are not meant to help you. They are meant to unload on you. Unload their karma on you. Unload their comeuppance on you. Unload their judgment on you. And then you wonder why you're sicker, why you're worse off than before you started watching them. 2 and 2 was always made 4, no matter how you try to make it otherwise. There's a science to this. There's a mathematics to this, okay? And it's not hard to figure out if you're not blind, deaf, and dumb. What I'm trying to do in this channel is open your eyes, open your ears, and open your minds. Do not fall for the preacher canes of YouTube. Do not fall for the preacher canes of YouTube. Please don't. Because it's mind control. A lot of these karmic readers are operating in the MK Ultra energy. But they won't tell you that because they need to do their nails, they need to do their hair, they need to do this. And you're the one that's providing for them. You're keeping them. Okay? You're depleting out of your sources to feed into theirs. Have you ever noticed how you feel worse after you see a video of theirs instead of better? Do you feel uplifted, or do you feel a sense of pending doom? There are 2 types of entity on YouTube right now. Those that are here to unite, who's meant to be united, and those that are here to divide. There is no way in hell that it's a cut, copy, paste, that all DMs are doing the same thing. No. You're projecting so that they have a reason to come to you for readings. They are taking everything that's happening in their lives, what they're doing to you. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you for instance. The karmic is doing this. They'll make it in an outside entity, but they're actually talking about themselves. See, that's the Voldemort energy. So there's 2 types of entity at play here, interchangeably, and they work together. Okay? Leviathan is a third. Okay? And I was the first one that talked about Leviathan. Facts. I was the first one that talked about Leviathan, and then everybody started talking about it. Does Bernie really have to be the first one to do all of this? If you're really worth your weight in salt as a supposed reader, then you don't have to copy what I do. You would come up with this on your own. But watch the deflection. Watch out for it. Again, keep your eyes and ears open. Watch out for deflection. Watch out for projection. What they're doing, they're not providing a card reading to you to find out what's happening with you. They are purging their guilt onto you. They are purging their guilt and what they have done to other people when they talk about spells, when they talk about banishment spells, when they talk about anything that has to do with any kind of works. When they pull cards, they are pouring that guilt energy into the cards and giving it to you. And you absorb it every time you click on that video. And they put spells over their channels. You could put a spell over your own channel, honey. Okay? It doesn't have to be over other people's channels all the time. You could put a spell over your own channel. A glamour spell, a sympathy spell, okay? A worship spell, so that they worship you. And this is meant to make your mind into mush. It's the Preacher Cain syndrome. Oh, you don't know who Preacher Cain looks like? Have you seen Poltergeist? The preacher with the black hat? Oh, I think I'll put what he looks like. And that is the entity that is projecting onto you. They don't want to. And this is why they come up with so many videos. Okay? Have you ever wondered why they have more videos than anybody else? They always have something to say. Why? Because they're constantly in that state of guilt. They're the ones in spiritual jail, quote unquote, okay? And they're trying to release that guilt. They cannot bear to look at themselves in the mirror. So they do a quote unquote card reading, okay? So that they can unload the heaviness of their guilt and their judgment onto anyone else. It doesn't even matter who it is. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Let me do a reading. Get rid of this so that I can feel empty again. So I can feel light. Doing these readings is the only way they feel light again. And I'm seeing devil horns right now. I'm seeing them. Okay? Somebody, I don't know who it is. Have an idea. But I don't want to hone in just on one person. This is a karmic collective energy that I'm picking up on. Okay? Now, there are some people that would say, well, how do you know so much about this? This would be a typical karmic response. Well, how do you know so much about this? That says a lot about you. Let me tell you something. Okay? When you are connected to God and to what he has to say, he's going to give you everything. He's going to give you what the truth is, the ugly parts and the beautiful parts. Okay? Nobody was talking about the dark shit until I started talking about it. People were afraid to start talking about it. Then now all of a sudden, everybody has card decks out that, have karmic theme and everything, and they're doing karmic readings and all of this stuff. But somebody had to make people aware of it. But funny how the originator gets no credit. That's fine. This is the thing. When the shit hits the fan, you're going to see everything that I've been saying thus far has already come to pass or will come to pass. It's not all going to happen in one fell swoop. Okay? We still got 2 months to the year. And this is not going to just end this year. Okay? This is going into 2021, 2022. Okay? 2022 is something that I'm going to be very interested in seeing what happens there. Okay? Because of the 222. Okay? So hold tight. Put your seatbelts on. Keep your hands inside the ride. Okay? Don't be a hero and throw your hands up in this roller coaster, okay? I hate it when people do that. It makes me hella fucking nervous. I hate it when people do that. Put your hands on the bar. Put your hands on the bar. Because it's going to be a bumpy ride. But realize when they're doing these readings and these channelings, they're not doing this to help you. They're doing this to purge their own guilt, to get rid of it. And what better way to get rid of it is on a public platform where you don't care who that energy sticks to. They don't want it. They want you to have it. They figure a reading or a channeling is the best way to get rid of it. Every time they do a card reading now, you're going to see. You're going to see. I'm telling you right now. Sometimes it just takes somebody to make somebody aware. If I make one person aware of this, I've done my job. If I even make one person aware of this, I've done my job. I don't need to see a big number on here. People will be watching this thing and don't have to comment on it. Okay? But that awareness will be within your being after this video. Okay? So keep that in mind, guys. These readings are not meant to protect you or to help you. They're meant to project onto you. They're dumping their shit on you. They're shitting on you. They've ingested all these things, all this karma, and they're taking a dump on you with these readings. They're actually taking a smelly shit on top of your heads, and you're ingesting. You're there every time you look at those readings with your mouth wide open. Let me paint a motherfucking picture for you. With that, hoodie out.